Hello everybody. Thank you for watching this video. This is part one of a three-part series. Well, where do we get started? My buddy Will let me borrow his KTM 890 Adventure. It's not the R, but I wanted to upgrade from a KLR, and I wanted to know like a comparison between the KLR 650 and the KTM 890 because my three bikes on my list are KTM 890, BMW 850 GSA, or the Tenere 700. I'm really torn between which ones I want to get, and hopefully over the next three parts we can kind of figure out an idea of like really a good comparison between this KLR, because the KLR is a great beginner bike if you're first getting into dual sport riding, adventure riding. It is a great all-arounder bike. It can do highway speeds. It's not very fast. It's not going to get away from you, but it's got that tractor factor. And any hill it goes up against, you just put it in first gear, twist the throttle, and go. And I think there is a point in time where you can upgrade from the KLR to one of these more performance-heavy adventure bikes, that have like 90 horsepower, 60 foot-pounds of torque, like this KTM 890 has. So, with that being said, I wanted to kind of look at what the comparisons are between the two bikes, and what I found over the next two videos is quite astonishing. And I have like a little snippet of of after I get the KLR back in the third video, so please stick around for that, where I really talk about how I felt about the KTM 890. Um, I hope you enjoyed this video though. I hope this answers any questions that if somebody's looking to upgrade a bike, or purchase a bike and they're wanting to go straight to a KTM, at least a KTM, they'll hopefully answer some questions for them. So let's get back into the video, and thank you for watching. Have a good one. Now, I have done this route multiple times. That's why I felt comfortable on the first ride taking it up here. When I say multiple, I'm talking like six or seven times. And then on top of that, I'm also going to cut out a lot of the video because of the fact that I've done this route so many times, so it's just like recording the same image over and over again. So, just to let you know, this will be a shorter one than the part 2 and 3, and I'll talk a little bit more about my dislikes and stuff in part 3. But when I picked up the bike, I was at 1,600 miles, almost on the dot. I think it was like 1,606 or something like that. do one more thing while we are here. So you can definitely tell my uncertainty with this bike. I slowed so much to go around this turn that I didn't need to do that, but I was so afraid to drop the bike that I'd like slow way down, so I didn't risk damaging it or anything like that. And over the next couple of parts, you'll see that I start warming up to the bike, and I'll start taking corners a little bit more, a little bit faster and stuff. So. If you are a fairly experienced rider, you'll notice that I'm staying seated a lot, and there's kind of a purpose for that. I want to know how the bike feels if I am staying seated. I also want to know, I want to be an average rider. I don't need to be the performance rider, I don't need to be the fastest guy. I just want to be the average rider. On the KLR, I sit down a lot because a lot of the times I'm going slow, I'm there for the scenery. That's my main objective for riding, is to see the scenery and kind of get out there and inspire others to get out there. That's the only reason I record. And also to document for my family what I'm doing. So, over the next 2 parts, you'll notice that I'm staying seated a lot, and in the third part I kind of explain this a little bit more, that I'm just trying to be an average rider, and not stand up, because most of them don't. So, I will say, over the next couple of days, I learned a lot about the KTM, and hopefully you'll get to see that, but just this day, this loop that I did is almost 100 miles, and I learned a lot about what I thought was uncomfortable about the bike, just in that first 100 miles, because you can see I am standing right now, I'm going fairly quick, and it was very, very stable on the dirt, and I really, really like that. Where on the KLR, it gets a little wishy-washy in the tire tracks, where the tire wants to follow the track a little bit, which is normal for a motorcycle, but it still felt a little uneasy when you're doing it. So, you can kind of see that I slow down for the turns and everything. I'm still not 100% confident with this bike, but I also will say the seat is super uncomfortable. Oh my goodness, massively uncomfortable. Did not like that at all, and I can make multiple complaints about it. And one of the problems I have is the seat. That was my big problem, because the KLR seat feels like you're sitting on a pillow, and this seat feels like you're sitting on a rotten wood. Like, it moves a little bit under your ass, but for the most part it does not. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and stick around for part 2 and 3. They coming out the day after this one uploads. So thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you have an opinion, please share it with me, and I try to reply to any comments. Thank you.